We're live. We've already got a viewer.
What?
Yeah.
Somebody's already looking?
Yeah, Justin Bird's already with us. Hey, everybody.
Hello.
It's Desiree from Turtle Island and Eustace Conway, and we're coming on our little live performance tonight with all of you wonderful friends.
Performance? I thought we were just going to answer a couple of questions and draw a few names for a raffle.
Okay, and we got some housekeeping to do.
Okay.
Yeah. So we've got Channel Island and Feathered.
Can we get a broom?
That means that Jeff Davis, our wonderful taxidermist friend, is online with us. Excuse a little bit of my distraction, but I'm going to also use this other device to keep everything copacetic. So the very first thing is, while we're just letting everybody get settled in and get Eustace warmed up to his debut. Well, debut.
Night view.
Yeah. His debut live, and give people a chance to come in and find the channel. A lot of you guys are already followers of our former YouTube channel. And so if you are on the page that has the green turtle logo versus the black and white, you're in the right place. And so we're just giving everybody a chance to come in. We've got Marcus.
Marcus is there?
Oh, he suggested that you sing a song. Could you maybe just give us like one line?
No, wait a minute. You sure Marcus came up with that, or you?
Look, have him sing.
I have him sing. Oh, okay. Let's see. This one goes out to my friend Marcus. Stop, children, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. I think in the same song there's something like, something's happening here. What it is not exactly clear, something like that.
Yeah.
But that was written 1967, and the name of the song is For What It's Worth. Let's see, that would be, who wrote that? Stephen Stills, young fella, when he was really young, or Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, but at this time he was with Buffalo Springfield. And he just kind of wrote that in the spur of the moment, and he handed it to the producer and said, well, here's another song if you want it, For What It's Worth. So it became named as For What It's Worth, and it kind of led as an iconic protest song. And that's why I sing those verses, because I think maybe we should consider protest when things aren't working out too good. And he was talking a lot about government intervention on controlling life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. But let's see, what were we going to do this? Because I could go down a rabbit hole tangent real fast.
We'll have a few more rabbit holes. We got Dottie Dye with us.
Dottie!
One of our great volunteers. We've got Bacon Bits. We got Matt Schmidt. Chef Matt in the house. Ashley is with him. We've got Robert Parsons and Amanda Wilcox. They said, sorry, we couldn't be there with you today, but everybody is coming together in a different way. So thank goodness we could get this rascal in front of a screen for once so that we could actually be together on a day that we had designated for togetherness. So originally we had our first person that jumped in with us was Jeff Davis, and he is a taxidermist who answered the call when I put a Facebook post about we had found a beautiful specimen that had been hit by a car, and we also worked really hard to get our proper license for our education center. And Jeff, I shipped those birds out to him, and he sent pictures today of
Thank you, Jeff.
a really beautiful piece of work that he did for us, and it's a work in progress, but just wanted to share. You got your eyeball extras?
Yeah.
Here is the project so far.
Making it look real. Beautiful. It's really nice to be able to take something and sculpt it back into a life-looking shape there.
And he said it was an honor, Eustace. Thank you for what you do. That was real-time communication between our wonderful taxidermist friend. Check him out, Channel Island Fin and Feather. And we can't wait to show you his finished pieces. Then also, the whole reason we were going to be together in person at Turtle Island today was for Families Learning Together, which is our annual fundraiser where we're able to generate a scholarship. Hopefully you guys can see our flyer. If anybody wants a flyer, we'd be happy to mail you one, because we are going to have the event as soon as the crisis is cleared. But Families Learning Together is a very special event because it is an affordable ticket price that people who normally can't pay a full price or bring a whole family to amusement and entertainment and education experience, that one day it can bring everyone out and have an affordable, high quality family learning experience together, something for all ages. And just by being there, their presence creates a scholarship. And that is people that are normally the recipients of giving and charity actually creating charity and giving. And so it's a wonderful way for us to complete a circle as people and get more people involved with the educational experiences that we have at Turtle Island.
All the tickets add up, and we can afford to send children to camp that couldn't come otherwise.
Yeah, and pay our staff and have high quality groceries and make the whole wheel turn. And so, as you know, we weren't able to host Families Learning Together today. So we're coming to you online in this way, and we've got really cool things in the works, one of which is a live concert where we are going to announce winners. And so tonight, you guys, we're just going to admit that it was a bit of a practice run to see what it's like to use the random number generator and to give some gifts. There we go. We've got my sister Rachel. Hey, babe. We got Barbara G. Taryn Bird. You look so excited, Eustace. I think that might be in jest.
I'm not really accustomed to this reality, but I appreciate a chance to try it out. I like looking at people's faces and hearing them cough and scratch their ear and be there with me. But if this is the thing that's going on this day and time, let's try it out.
Yes. So while people are coming in and finding our new channel, if we get 1,000 subscribers to that channel in time, we will have the live concert with Eustace's Cell. Some of you guys might know her from Anderson Bears. Some of you might know her from when you came to our summer camp and she taught an amazing sewing class. Some of you may have eaten her delicious cooking when she was volunteering in our kitchen. But Jody is one of the members of the band Eustace's Cell, and we're trying really hard to get to 1,000 subscribers on this YouTube channel. You might already be familiar with our other YouTube channel, but we're new and improved. So stick with us, jump on over here, and join Eustace's Cell on Sunday, May 3rd for that live concert where there'll be lots more winners announced. So I wanted to be live for at least 8 minutes before we announce the first winner, but I'm getting a little bit.
Is it time yet?
I know, I'm getting excited too. We've got some other great comments. Lots of people say we wish we missed being able to come today. We got Nicole giving us good feedback. Tree of Life Center. Aw. Sending love to all of you there. Looking forward to Girls Camp. That's our co-director, Janice, joining us. Hey, girl, it's so good to see you. Thanks for the love and support. Thanks for helping us learn how to do stuff online, too. So perhaps before we select a first winner, and remember, these winners tonight are people who actually already bought an FLT ticket. So they really spent money and made a commitment and set their schedule, and we weren't able to deliver on the day we said. So I found this.
Was that because of a virus or was it because of a government?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You move right along, don't you?
We can come back to that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I found this book here. I don't know if you've ever seen it before.
Young man, good looking guy.
Yeah. Gorgeous brown locks. That brown stuff on
I wore that hat today, by the way. It was a little chilly this morning.
Yeah. So for those of you who didn't know, there's a lovely biography.
This is a little strange.
Written about Eustace. And we are going to select one lucky person to win this book, and then we'll sign a little dedication. You think you might want to write a little message in there for them?
I'd be happy to, especially if I knew their name.
Yep. And is there anything you want to say about this book? You know, like there's a lot of people that are logged in right now who have read it, and the story kind of ended around 2000.
So how many hours do you think they have in their schedule? No, it's actually, you call it a biography, and that everybody takes it as a biography, but it was intended to be like a social commentary, social evaluation, truly, of American masculinity. And I was the guinea pig representative to sort of bounce that off of. And everybody just so fell in love with the story that they forgot that it's supposed to be a intellectual work, like, but there's roots and depth in there if you want to look at it, like comparing British men and American masculinity, which has changed a whole lot in my lifetime. So anyway, that's probably more than you wanted to hear about it. Moving right along, what's next? We're going to give one away.
We are. And, talking about American masculinity, I think that's a big thing that we address at our boys' camp. Can you think a little bit?
Quite a bit. They get a chance to kind of taste that a lot more than they ever see back in the push button normal world of America, which is unfortunate that there's such a small vestige of it. Of course, maybe everybody wants to be a soft jello, but I don't know. It doesn't work so well for me.
Well, we did a test live this morning, and a couple of our campers were watching. So Ford and Jack, if you're out there, hey, that rope swing's just waiting for you guys. All right. Someone said, love the part of the book where you had to show the horse who was boss.
Yes. There was a lot of testosterone running around at that moment.
Yeah.
But, honestly, when you put your life on the line, literally, with an animal like that, there's got to be some clear information on who's leading, who's following, and when you're doing it, because 1 second difference can make the difference between being alive and being dead. Yeah.
Speaking of the Wheel of Destiny, let's see who the lucky winner is. I'm going to plug in my earpiece. Do we have Jody with the random number selector? Yes, ma'am.
Really? Stephen Hefner.
Stephen Hefner, if you're out there, post in the comments. Woohoo! We have our first winner of a personalized copy of The Last American Man, signed by the subject. Before we select the next person, ladies and gentlemen, I'd also like to bring to your attention, I don't know if you've seen this yet.
I haven't seen it, but let me try this.
Yeah, the camera's up there. There you go. So this is our recent piece of merchandise, the Turtle Island propaganda that we have available right now. It's really easy to mail out to folks. We have a new PayPal button. So if you're interested in the Turtle Island patch, we'd be happy to mail it with you. But don't be surprised if some of our other flyers end up in the envelope, because we are planning on having summer camp this summer. And part of this momentum that we're being involved with right now is all for scholarship generation. So the patch is available. And now we are ready for the next winner. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm. William Morrison, you won a patch.
No, they won a book.
Oh,
another book.
You got a book.
William Morrison. And let's just check in with our random number generator.
Good thing you're keeping me straight.
You're keeping track of all these names, right?
Where's the patch coming? I want the patch.
Let's give away the patch today, too.
Okay.
All right.
It's a nice patch. I've got a hole in my jeans that fit on real good.
Okay. Hold on 1 second.
Now, do we have more people that have joined us?
Oh, yeah. We got Raleigh Avery.
Avery.
Yeah.
Yo, dude.
Justin Bird says, pick me.
Huh?
We've got Aaron. We've got Tonda and Jack.
Jack, you better come back to camp.
He might have outgrown it. He's a man now. All right. Okay,
It's
so
good to keep going, Jack.
we've had 2 winners so far, and we're ready for winner number 3.
And I'm going to personalize those books that are going out later this evening.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and if you were the winner and you heard your name announced, go ahead and post in the comments. And please send us an email to mail@turtleislandpreserve.com so that we can get your postal address and send it to you. Yes. Did you know we are going to raffle off a donation that someone made tonight? We were only going to do a few, but we had such an awesome donation come in that we're gonna just give it away tonight. And that was something very special made by Ray Ford in the blacksmith shop. And this is also an opportunity for anybody who's been thinking about making a donation or was considering doing a demonstration at our family day. There's still a few more days to contact us and show us the item that you would like to donate. A few came in today. I'll be posting pictures of those on both Facebook and Instagram. And we are still open to receiving those donations that we can raffle off, give away. You know, I love to say raffle.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'll use that word.
Yes.
You know, I'm wondering, like, we might not have a summer camp because of the government. Should we have a revolution before camp or get campers here and then train them for a revolution so that we could have freedom to do what we want, like raffle?
Anybody's willing to comment on that? I'd love to hear feedback from the audience.
I'm saying.
Okay, where was I? Were we going for person number 3? Yeah, what the peanut gallery says you're cracking them up.
Mm. The winner is Sandra Martin.
Sandra Martin, are you out there?
Send us your address. Let me know if you want me to write any special notes in your book, because it's your book.
Oh, somebody just said revolution.
Who said that?
I couldn't tell if it was revolution thumbs up or revolution thumbs down. Okay, let's be serious for a second.
How serious do we have to be?
All right, let's take a call. We can have people phone in. Wouldn't that be fun?
Technology.
Marcus says it's getting deep. Okay, we do have a serious question. Thank you from Brandon. I'm not sure how to pronounce your last name. I'm going to call it Brandon. What is your favorite thing to teach at Turtle Island?
My favorite thing to teach at Turtle Island is about how to think, open your mind. Part of the idea is if you open your mind towards freedom, your body might follow and your country might even consider it. That's my favorite thing. Basically, I teach a lot of different stuff, but it all interacts with freedom, free spirit, the ability to have a life that's well lived and meaningful instead of just kind of passing through the routine, eating food and pooping until you die like a sheep in a vast sea of slavery.
And we've got another comment from Kevin Thomas. Now that's the Log Whisperer.
Hey, Kevin. Good evening.
Guess what? He says he votes for revolution too.
All right.
We may have to do an online survey after this. Okay. I hope Andy McPherson is watching. I know her son Mark is. Hey, Mark. We got someone that says freedom.
It's all about freedom.
Yeah, it sure is.
It really is all about freedom.
Okay. And hello, Mrs. Grubb. I hope your daughter's doing well. Matt Moore says, I love you, brother. We got Susan Burns saying hello. Oh, we got the Kleins. Hey, guys. Miracle and Righteous and Hope and Joey. So nice to see you guys. All right. So we have 3 winners of books so far. from ticket holders. Let's see. You want to do the patch? Hold that up one more time so people can see. All right. Ooh, somebody said Eustace for president.
Hey, I can get behind that.
Okay, activating the random number generator. Who's gonna win the patch?
We need to patch up this country. This right here might be. I'm not sure this is big enough.
Pretty big leak.
We got to pick up a lot of pieces to put this country back together. But we can always try to do one day at a time, one person at a time.
Oh look, it's Max Dorfman. I came down 10 years ago for adult camp. You know, somebody brought up what you like to teach. Back in the day, Eustace used to teach a week-long summer camp for big kids. It was really fun. It's called adult camp, and it was a really special thing
Ask
that we
him
saw.
if he learned anything about freedom that week.
Max, feel free to comment if you learned anything about freedom that week. 10 years ago, you weren't as heavily revolution oriented.
I didn't realize we needed one so bad.
Yeah, you must have been like under a rock or
things are going off the cliff really fast in this country, and I mean really fast.
Here we got Ruby. Hi, Ruby. Nice to hear from you.
Ruby.
Stephen Hefner said you're gonna make Desiree bite her tongue. Brian Hart and Wonder. Oh, Brian Hart and Wonder have been with us from the very beginning, helping at Families Learning Together.
Trail hikers.
That's who introduced us to the infamous Ellis brothers. Somebody wants to know if you would consider teaching adult camp again. It might be like Revolutionary Freedom Camp.
Yeah, but really that's what it's been all along. I just had to sort of talk more directly about it, help people put the dots together because stuff's coming down too fast. Something's happening here.
Oh, speaking of which, we've got Keaton Anderson, General Eustace, leader of the revolution. Keaton is one of our summer campers. It's so nice that our campers are joining with us. You know, you just never know who you're reaching.
I helped him work on some log chinking today for their log house.
Whoa.
I hope it came out good, Keaton.
Oh, we got the Perlas in the house. Trevor and Shannon. Hey, guys. So nice to see you. And Miracle says hi from Petey.
Oh, right on.
We got Righteous.
I'm glad you're here with us, Petey.
And hey to the Blue Ridge Woodshop folks. Yeah. All right. Did we
got a bunch of friends together this evening. Yeah, we're gonna have to give that patch away.
Did we do the patch yet?
I don't know.
What is it?
Is there someone out there that won the patch? Because you need to remind us before we raffle it off. I mean, no, we can't say that. We're in a press country. Before we gift the patch to someone else.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
You lost me for a second. I was talking to you again.
Oh, you're talking to somebody in your ear?
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's the random number generator.
Oh.
Oh, look at this comment. It truly does my heart so good to know that you're there in those hills that I love so deeply, doing what you do. I can't wait to get back there soon. Oh, and we got Carol and Kelly.
Right on.
Speaking of revolution, good post today, by the way.
Yeah, I really appreciated that post today. Desiree read it to me. I was like, spot on.
Yes, well said. Somebody asked, how long did it take to grow your beard that long?
Well, you know, let's see, December. It was Christmas Day in 1995, and I shaved with my straight razor, because that's all I ever shaved with was a long blade that I kept razor sharp. And I packed that away. Didn't want to have to carry it because I got up on my horse that day. I started riding west, and I rode from the Atlantic Ocean. Not all that one day. I started on the Atlantic that day, and I rode to the Pacific, 103-day journey, and never shaved on that journey, and never shaved since. So that was the day I last shaved. It saves a lot of time and energy keeps me warm in the wintertime too. Has to do with freedom. Let it fly. Let that free flag fly. Just be you. If God had meant for you to have a beard, you might have been born to grow one.
Yeah. We got Nicole. I'm here. I'm not saying that out loud.
Nicole, what are you up to?
Nancy and Charlie are watching. Bluffton says hello.
Oh, wow. Hello. Thanks for representing Bluffton. Really enjoyed seeing you guys this winter.
Yes. Okay. So for the patch, right? No. We actually have a winner
already
for the patch.
And last name.
Yarch.
Jeff Yarch.
And maybe we pronounced it wrong, but if I'm not mistaken, Jeff, if you're out there, Jeff, post something in the comments because I'm pretty sure that is the owner of a local business called The Pet Place. And they helped us out big time when some of you know Eustace's little dog Clyde that we had for so many years. When he was going through his end times, The Pet Place donated extremely expensive, high dollar CBD oil, which stopped his seizures instantly. And we are so grateful.
Thank you.
That oh, Marilyn is with us too. And that's somebody
Marilyn
who also loved Clyde. Clyde had a habit of going to visit our neighbors. And
only the ones that he really loved.
Yeah, only the ones he really loved. And we ended up having to share him in the end because he was such a great dog. Rest in peace, Clyde. Jade Harris says, we enjoy your shows.
Nice. Okay.
We got Brina Johnson, one of our long-term volunteers. Somebody else said shaving is a time waster.
Yeah,
we wouldn't do that, would we? We wouldn't waste any time.
No, we got to be efficient.
Okay, so Jeff is the winner.
Are you there, Jeff?
Beautiful patch. We got Irvin too. Hopefully you heard our little shout out about Ellis Brothers Builders. If you're interested in timber framing, spoon carving, woodworking, furniture building, check out the Ellis Brothers. They are blowing up. They have a Instagram page and they're real active on Facebook. And hopefully we'll have them back soon to teach another class with us. And Irvin also confirms, gotta have the beard. Which means that, Irvin, I hope that you haven't shaved yours off. We couldn't tell on that last picture if there was still a beard under that mask. So let us know that your facial hair is still there. Now, our other friend, Jeff Davis, who I was talking about earlier, the taxidermist, he just sacrificed one of the most beautiful beards in the whole wide world. I actually shed unicorn tears when I saw that he had shaved it off, but when I saw the reason he did it, it was really good because he's looking after his elderly mother and had to wear a mask to be protective with her condition. And so he sacrificed the beard and is rocking a smooth face, clean image. We all know you're still a rock star. Beards come back, mamas don't. So 10 years. Well, I can't wait to show you the pictures of Jeff's epic beard. That's such a commitment. Yes.
Yes, right.
Okay. Okay, we gave the patch. And
what about this absolutely gorgeous knife?
Why don't you hold that up and explore it a little bit?
Made out of a horseshoe. I've hammered on a lot of horseshoes on a lot of feet, on mules. And this crease right here, when you make the horseshoe, you have to chop that cleat down in there so it is a place to receive and protect the head of the nail. Without the head of a nail, the shoe will come back off. So you have to have that. And this is a manufactured horseshoe, this knife, nice cutting edge. And so it's even got a survival handle string in case you ever get caught without a rope, or worse than that, at the end of yours. So nice hand force, and I'm really pleased that this was made and figured out and inspired at Turtle Island's class on blacksmithing, knife making. And so it has to do a lot with what is the primary teaching of taking something in one form and transforming it into something else. Like we could take a completely dysfunctional government and completely change them into high functioning, useful, helpful. They might even serve the people. But let's get back to this knife. This knife is polished up, made with love and dedication for this event. So it was made at Turtle Island, learned at Turtle Island, inspired at Turtle Island, and now it's going out to celebrate those roots of meaning and depth to be able to give to someone else and pass it on. So this is a really nice knife. Now, Desiree, I've showed it off.
Yep.
Now you tell me more about it.
Well, the artist is Ray Ford.
Ray Ford.
And he's come up to Turtle Island, taken several classes, come back to volunteer. He brought out, this actually happened when you were away. So when the cat's away, the mice will use a gasoline-powered auger to set new fence posts.
What? Ray. Yeah.
Yeah. We have a new fortified garden fence thanks to Ray bringing out that wonderful auger. And man, it's like seeing little boys in a sandbox. When they pulled the power cord on that puppy and saw how well it digs, we've dug a lot of holes here by hand, haven't we? And it was really fun. Thank you, Ray, if you're out there, for donating your time and your tools and this beautiful handmade knife. And that wasn't a brand new horseshoe, right?
As an old used and was put back into use.
So we have a couple of farriers that work on horses' feet that have lots of big, heavy piles of horseshoes that are considered sort of waste product. And every few years we'll get a little dump truck full and refortify our pile. And so this was once on the bottom of a horse's foot. Now it's going to the home of...
I was once on the bottom of a horse's foot too. Jonathan Gambrell, enjoy your knife.
Yay! So Jonathan, you lucky dog. Please feel free to send us an email to mail@turtleislandpreserve.com so we can get your postal address and get this shipped off to you. And you know, that brings up a very interesting point. We use the United States Postal Service. We rely on it heavily. If anybody is curious about making a donation, a very meaningful donation, our postage stamps. We send a lot of mail out to folks on reused paper, of course. But there is some interesting dialogue online today about the validity and need for or obsolescence of the United States Postal Service. And I think I could speak for most of us here at Turtle Island that we believe the Postal Service is a good thing and hope it stays intact, much like our national parks and other nature areas.
We could get rid of our brains and our hearts too, if that would help the government.
Yeah, so let's see. Do we have any final questions from the peanut gallery? We've got a message from our cookie, Erin, our wonderful chef. We talked about her this morning. She said, "We love Ray. Thank you for making the knife and donating to this worthy cause." There are so many comments about how awesome the knife is that we can't even keep up. It's moving too rapidly.
Yeah, and it's not just the beautiful knife, it's the beautiful kindness of making it go full circle to come back around. So one thing is on the physical realm,
yeah.
And the whole other one is spiritual. And it takes all of it to keep Turtle Island going. So thank you all, friends, for being here tonight to celebrate this together. That's community. That's country. That's life.
So hopefully this has been entertaining for everyone, educational. Thank you to all of our winners. If you missed the announcement, we had Stephen Hefter, William Morrison, Sandra Martin, Jeff Yarich, and I'm sorry, who won the knife? I forgot to write that one down.
I'll not forget.
So, Jonathan Gambrell. Oh, Amanda said I'm here for Jonathan. He's not logged in, but he wanted to say thank you.
Oh, I thought he was locked up for protesting about freedom.
Oh my gosh. Somebody just posted, is camp still on for this summer under the handle Bacon Bits? Is that you, Elijah? Is that you, Elijah? If it is, that's a nickname that came from camp. Did you have a nickname when you were at camp? Maybe Eustace was unique enough. I don't think there were probably a lot of Eustaces.
I'm going to have to think about that for a while. That was a long time ago.
Oh, people are saying we should. Oh, it is Elijah. Hey, buddy. We are having camp this summer. The only thing that's going to stop us is government order.
Should we really
to be
listen
continued.
to that stuff?
To be continued. We are very much planning on having summer camp, and this is all part of generating scholarship. We've got amazing kids enrolled. Girls camp is 2 spaces away from being full at this point. Hey, Eric Watkins.
Hey, Eric.
And so stay tuned with us. People keep mentioning that they would like to have a live feed on a regular basis. So if you could just go ahead and commit to one night a week. Let's see. I mean, people might say.
When I was a kid, live feed meant that you would feed your garter snake to your fox. You know, and whenever I got my garter snake nearby my fox, he'd be like, and once in a while he'd just like bite the head off. And
you had a live fox when you were a little boy?
Little Sputnik, little gray fox.
Oh,
raised it up, and I always fed it live feeds. That way, it knew how to take care of itself. When it got old enough, I would capture birds. You know, I had a figure 4 trap.
Yeah.
But I had a basket on top, so it didn't smash them. It would catch them, so then I could throw them to her, you know, while they were alive. So she learned how to catch food, and I did it proper, you know.
That's live feed with Eustace Conway.
I don't believe in captivity. I want freedom. I wanted freedom for my fox way back in. Now I want freedom for my country.
Okay,
now
Jeff
we just
is saying.
Gotta outfox them.
Dad humor. And
that's animal humor.
Jeff said maybe you could do just once a month.
Well, you know, that's a pretty smart politician there.
Yeah.
We could try once a month. Try being a keyword.
Has this been painful for you?
Oh, it's hurting. Arthritis.
Hang in there.
Anytime I can talk about freedom, it's time well spent.
Yeah. Well, is there anything from the peanut gallery that we're overlooking? Oh, I know. Yes. Sunday, May 3rd is going to be our live concert. So if you were planning on coming to Families Learning Together, you would have heard the wonderful sounds of Otis's Cell and the Sodbusters, our wonderful live music acts. We've also, in past years at Families Learning Together, had Rising Appalachia and Red Lake Husky, some really big groups that are getting so big it's hard for them to squeeze us onto the schedule. And we are so excited.
But we're so little, we should be easy to squeeze on.
I know. We are super excited that for the second time, we're going to have Otis's Cell. So feel free to check out their tunes. A couple of our YouTube videos have their music in the background. And
they're full of deep spirit.
Deep spirit. Yeah. Great music. Great people. And also Jody has a wonderful nonprofit called Anderson Bears. And if you're oh, we have ours. Can we do it? Yay! Would you grab the bear?
There's a little bear. I talk to him once in a while. Actually, he talks to me.
Coming right up. Okay, guys. This is super exciting. I hope this is entertaining enough for you to stick with us.
Is everybody leaving?
No, we have 90 people with us right now.
90 people?
Yep, all here in this room with us.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, thank you, whichever one of the Klein clan are writing. Um, I'm not good at doing many things at once. You'll have to forgive me. So, check this out. Tell us about this. Tell us about this bear. This was made by Anderson Bears before you activate. Anderson Bear are not just regular teddy bears. They are very special. I don't think you...
Yeah, I doubt the audio is on up. This little bear talks. It's got a recording of Preston on there with a nice comment. So it's just a special way to bring a little touchy, warm, fuzzy feeling, something you can hold on to and cuddle with to help get over hard times. Yeah.
So Jody has been making therapy bears that are deeply meaningful for people who have lost a loved one. And as many of you know, we lost Preston way too soon, and it's been a deep, deep source of grief for everyone that ever knew him. So Jody was able to find a sound clip of of Preston.
I'm not dead yet.
Thank goodness. Jody found a recording of Preston describing his friendship with Eustace, and when you squeeze the bear, you can hear Preston's voice.
Where's the microphone on this thing? I put it right
it's like right in there.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, we'll try this again.
This is going to be like a bear storm.
Hopefully
could they
you
barely
can hear
hear
that. Could you barely hear it? She got it. Oh goodness. Okay. So yes, Eustace has his own Anderson bear. Preston's wife Kathleen has her own Anderson bear, and they've been very meaningful gifts. And Jody does a lot of work with people who have lost a loved one, even people who have lost a child, by integrating into the bear some fabric or clothing associated with that person, and sometimes even, when it's possible, a sound from when that person was living. And so it's a real treasure for us to have that therapy bear here and get a little clip of Preston's sweet voice from time to time. There is one more question. You got a little bit more in you?
I'll trade. Somebody gives me a question, I'll give them a question.
All right.
I'll take yours first.
Okay. So the first question is, my wife is deathly terrified of snakes. How do I get her over that? And before you...
Because you know what I'm going to say.
Before you answer that, I will say we've been posting a couple pictures of snakes lately on social media, and one was a copperhead that got washed out in our big flood that caused so much damage, so it died, and we preserved it. We've got a really, really cool way of preserving it to take it on our Biological Specimens Roadshow. So stay tuned for that. And then also a little garter snake that accidentally got squished, probably out in the hayfield, but he popped out all desiccated when we were unrolling hay. And so we've been posting pictures of snakes, and we love snakes, and we honor them, and we celebrate them, and we sure respect them, especially when they're in the pit viper category. But I'm going to go ahead and let Eustace answer the question.
Yeah, well, how many hours do we have?
Yeah, a little bit about snakes. There's actually videos, too, that you can see Eustace handling live copperheads and teaching about them if you want to go down a YouTube rabbit hole later. So.
Yeah, shout out to Steve Longnecker, who was a snake specialist, a naturalist that taught me when I was a child on how to handle venomous snakes, which is a very dangerous thing to do, and I don't even really recommend it. The number one way that all people get bitten by snakes is by messing with them. If you just leave them alone, they won't bother you. But going back to your question about snakes and getting someone that's very afraid of them accustomed to them, it's really all about education and understanding. Like any fear, like right now we have this big fear about the virus. If we really understood a little bit more about it, it wouldn't be so bad. We'd get rid of our fear, but then we'd be less controlled, wouldn't we?
Advice to new homesteaders.
Oh, okay.
That's the next question.
Okay, next question. So, basically, it's good, just like when you're learning to shoot a rifle, it's good to shoot a really small rifle or shoot a BB gun. Something that's just really easy to get accustomed to. And then from a BB gun, you move up to 22. 22, you move up to a really lightweight shotgun. But the point there is a sequence. So maybe you get used to a little tiny snake by having someone that cares about sharing it with you, like a little worm snake or a ringneck snake. These are little tiny things that can't even bite you. And so you get accustomed to them, and then maybe you get accustomed to a little bit bigger one. But it's really just all about knowing it. Just basic fact, most people think that you're going to die if you get bitten by a rattlesnake or a copperhead. And hardly anyone ever dies from these things. But most everybody thinks you'll die. Like there's just a lack of knowledge. And I'm sure that information doesn't really help with your feelings and your fear, but it's just a fact. And you start getting enough facts. I mean, if you found out that a whole lot more people die of tuberculosis than they do from the COVID, you might be like, why haven't we shut down the country all these years for tuberculosis? So something happened in here.
Not funny.
So, I think there's a snake in the bush myself. But anyhow, come to Turtle Island. That's the solution. Come to Turtle Island and let people that are naturalists that understand the natural world help teach, nurture, encourage, and interpret about snakes and snake realities to you so that you can overcome it. And the best thing, because I'm always looking for something more than just one lesson, I'm sort of like an overachiever. If I'm teaching you about snakes and we overcome that fear, I'm going to try to bridge that to help you understand that you can overcome anything. You can overcome any fears. You can transform through a process of awareness and personal growth. And so learn about snakes and then learn about the next step that you want to overcome step by step. So life lessons, that's where that. And what's the next question about homesteading?
That was, I think that might have actually come from Alicia. Is it Alicia Honeycutt? If it is, post another comment if it's you. And if it's not you, it's a different Alicia that was asking, like, what do you suggest to burgeoning new homesteaders? What are some priorities when you just come in fresh out of the gate in this current climate that we find ourselves in?
Number one, don't listen to the government. Number two, it's good to hang out with older, seasoned folks that will be willing to share. Just like you're reaching out to me right now with this question, basically, that's what you need to do is find role models that know things about that. And even if that potential role model doesn't know everything about homesteading, if they can teach you one good thing and just keep learning one more and one more and one more, and don't be afraid to do it, fall flat on your face, just have an attitude of getting back up and going. There's uh, a lot to learn, but basically, I think not of self-sufficiency, but community sufficiency. See if you can be together with friends, helpers, somebody that can share the load and share the support, and try not to get into too much debt. Try to live within your means, and don't expect real homesteading to be nearly as romantic as you read about it in a lot of novels. You might eat the same food day after day after day.
In our case, it was squash.
Until something else comes in, and until you get better at diversifying. But the most important thing is to have courage and go forward And remember rule number 1.
And on that note, somebody else says, what's coming in your garden right now? What do you got in the ground?
Coming in means we're eating it.
What is going to come in your garden?
Don't count your chickens before they hatch.
Yeah, we have 0
We
chickens.
got taters, and garlic, exceptionally nice crop of garlic right now.
Which we planted in November because that's when you put your garlic in the soil.
And we have some celery, and we have some lettuce, and we have some peas, and we have some beets. Some of them are coming up, some of them aren't. And we have, I think maybe I said taters already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So far, and we've just got a few more beds ready. And I shouldn't say beds, but plots, so that we can do some larger scale. I think we might try some okra. It does pretty well for us.
That'd be pretty nice. Johnny Junko worked on a bed today to put some cucumbers in.
Oh yeah, and our cucumber seeds have started and they're popping out. So
I already sang my song for the evening. It's time for your cucumber song.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna have
on the spot. Come on.
Nobody wants me to hear the cucumber song.
Just give it a little bit. Just 5 verses.
5 verses? I'm not gonna do it until somebody says they really want it.
Marcus, kick it into gear.
Okay, our next question.
Wait a minute. Surely somebody wants the cucumber song.
No, nobody's even commenting that they want to hear the cucumber song. Oh, Aaron just confirmed that the beats are coming up. Oh no.
I know some of them.
Only 2 people. Only 2 people.
That's all it takes to have a cucumber song. Okay.
Take the cucumber, cut it in a slice, put it in a glass of water overnight. What do you get for a fraction of the price?
Cucumber.
Energy drink full of electrolyte. Raw and salad is one of the uses as a base for your vegetable juice. How that's enough? If you're really inspired to learn more,
it's a lot longer. Come to Turtle Island. We'll teach you about the cucumber.
Come to Turtle Island where we have cucumber. All right.
Didn't she do a good job? Somebody clap.
People are holding up lighters. Good.
I knew you could do it.
Vitamins, minerals, very high number. I think that'll be enough. This is your live feed after all. I'm merely the facilitator. Someone did ask, this is a bit of a loaded question.
Oh boy,
Before I get to that, I just want to say, Glen Trail, is that you? Hopefully you got our email today. Our neighbor, have you?
Hello, Glenn. I was working right below his house today.
Yeah, we were in the hood. Is it looking good?
It's looking good.
Looking good in the hood, Glenn.
Ronnie helped me take down a few oak trees over there.
Okay. Oh my goodness. All right. Somebody would like to know if you have any suggestions for non-harmful, natural weed killer or undesirable insect repellent, because some insects you definitely want. And I will say, in addition to going big on our garden, we have just gotten a new colony of honeybees started. And they are chief pollinators. And about a week after we got them, our neighbor called us up and said, "Oh my gosh, I've been seeing honeybees." They were from us. And those are seasoned beekeepers who started back when you got a hollowed out gum tree, kept your bees in there. So praying mantises, ladybugs, honeybees, other kinds of bees, all very desirable in the garden.
And what kind of weed? But yeah, weed killer. You're asking about a weed killer. Like I kill it with a hoe a lot of times. But what? Like today we put down some cardboard strips. I mean, it's just something in our world. You have cardboard. Go to a dumpster, get some cardboard. So you can lay it down in sheet mulch beside the peas, say, and throw a little splash of dirt on it and hold it. So that's taking sunlight away. It kills the weed. So like that's a very taking the sunlight away is an organic process. Weed killing, one of the things to do is cultivate it so that the sunlight hits the seeds, they germinate, and then you can kill the little weeds when they're microscopic. Just become a mass murderer. Go through there with your hoe and just cultivate the surface of the ground and kill them all. And then actually till it up and just do that over and over. And finally, all the weed seeds are sprouted. So I think you're looking from more of the perspective paradigm of a push button world where you just push a button, it's all gone. Just spray some poison, and then the earth is all gone. But no, you're asking about organic, so that can't be. So there's a lot of variables, and I'm sure there are some relatively non-toxic killers out there.
Neem oil?
Neem oil, but I haven't used it in the garden, so I don't really can't speak from experience.
I have used it. It definitely killed the bugs. It also killed the plants because I didn't.
But we were talking about a weed killer, not a bug killer. You're talking about a bug killer, right? Come back here. So yeah, I got confused. So bug killer, it's the same thing. You can actually go along and kill them with your fingers. It kind of puts you in touch with reality and gets you ready for revolution or whatever it takes. You know, that's what Malcolm X said, wasn't it?
By any means necessary.
Yeah, that's right.
Like when you used to make us spend 15 minutes every morning squishing Japanese beetles between our fingers.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's a season when the Japanese beetles are really strong, and it must be their mating season because they're double-decker.
Season. No, but you can do it early in the morning when they can't move very much, and you can just squeeze them or knock them into some water. And
well, what I was saying is that during their mating season, they're double-decker, so you get two for the same squish. Yeah. And Johnny Junko just pointed out that you said, I like things that work.
I like things that work. Mm-hmm. And that's a very effective method. It's all about the timing. Early in the morning, they can't hardly move, and you can kill them. Plus, it's cooler in the morning to do that work. It's all about timing.
Timing.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't see any more questions. We're coming in really close to a full hour.
And there's only 2 more people listening now, right?
A few people did say farewell already. But thank you everyone for participating. I hope you found this riveting or at least mildly entertaining. And
the Eustace and Desiree hour.
Yes. Yes, thank you so much, friends.
Appreciate everybody being here with us. Thank you.
Make sure, winners, that you reach out to us within 48 hours, because if we don't hear from those people, we will just go ahead and raffle them off again so that we definitely have the momentum going. Please come back and join us now that you've got the right channel location. Join us for our live concert, some more giveaways. And
oh, wait, somebody said, what's your favorite musical group?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the Ducks from Canada. D-U-H-K-S. Ducks. Check those guys out. Listen to the words. Listen to the lyrics of A Fast-Paced World. Or maybe it's just Fast-Paced World.
Yeah, and I don't know if you know this, but we got in touch with Leonard, the kind of head honcho in the band, and he gave us permission to use that song in a video detailing our own personal experience with the government or local government that shook us down a little bit until we went ahead and worked the system and got a bill passed. And it seemed like a very apropos song. So feel free to.
World by the Ducks. Thank you, Leonard. Thank you, Ducks. Yeah, they're always speaking out, trying to get people to catch on to what's really going on behind the scenes. Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain.
Bye, folks.